Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. We are here live from the prison cell. You know what it's about, man. If I'm sweating, then it's because I've been on a run this morning down the beach. Now it's been about an hour, but it's so hot in this country, mate, that I might still be sweating. So just allow that. And smash a like on the video and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. But today I want to speak about Oscar Bobb. Should Oscar Bobb start the Premier League season? Now, I know it's early days. We've only seen 2 Premier League games and half the squad's not even back. So, yeah, you don't need to leave that in the comment section. I'm fully aware of that. But here's the thing, right? I'm watching Oscar Bobb. And pretty much every time this guy plays football for us, I'm impressed. Pretty much every time he plays football for us, he fits the system. He never looks out of place. Now, I know we've not got a huge sample size to go off. You know what I mean? If you look at his minutes last year, I think he played about 1,000 or so. It's not like he's played loads of minutes that we can go off. Maybe it's coincidence that every time he plays, he looks good. But for me, he looks like a pet player, guys. He looks like a serious pet player. What does that mean? What does that even mean, LB? It means that I think he gets it. I think he gets what Pep wants. He can hold the ball up. And by the way, his decision-making for such a young age is actually mad impressive. Mad impressive. A lot of times with these young players, yeah, you've seen it with Doku, actually, a little bit. Towards the end of the season, he did improve, to be fair. But at the start of the season, Jeremy Doku last year, decision-making was a bit whack, all over the gap. Towards the end of the season, he did improve. Oscar Bobb's decision-making, when to pass the ball back, when to release it, when to take a man on. I just think that he gets what Pep wants from him. And I think, and I've said this in the past, and listen, been a bit of an interesting one, this one, because I have sort of like not really understood what's going to happen with him. I think we're in for a big season with Oscar Bobb. I do. Now, I have said as well, I also struggle to see where his minutes come from. And I guess that those two statements do conflict. The point that I've made there is that I struggle to see where his minutes come from because we've got Bernardo Silva, Savio, Grealish, and Doku that are all likely ahead of him. Now, a couple of you guys have mentioned in the chat, and you are right to point out that maybe Bernardo Silva will not be utilised as a right winger. Maybe Grealish might be moved in field. We've seen that already a couple of times in the pre-season so far. So maybe actually the space will be available on the wings for Oscar Bobb. But for me, it's by the by. Because in my view, regardless of where Bernardo Silva plays, regardless of where Jack Grealish plays, at this moment in time, I have Oscar Bobb in very, very, very high standings. Very high standings. I think it's time to throw him into the deep end. Now, I do get it. I get it that it's only been 2 pre-season games, and maybe we're getting a bit carried away, or maybe I'm getting a bit carried away. We've got another game coming up against Barcelona. We've got the Chelsea game pre-season, and we've got Man United game. So there are still 3 games to go. And maybe Bernardo Silva, Savio could come back, Doku, and they'll just tear it up and be like, oh, damn. Maybe Oscar Bobb's not in those places. But if Oscar Bobb continues, because this is what it's all about. It's all about continue. And when you speak about stuff like this, it's all about if he continues to play like he is, if he continues to fit into the team and just look like he's played there for years, should we not seriously consider starting him in the first game of the season against Chelsea? I would. Listen, I've always been someone, always been someone that goes with, if you're playing well, you've got the shirt. Don't care about your name. Don't care about your age. Don't care about how long you've been at the football club for. Don't care about whatever. Do not care. Do not care. Your legendary status, do not care. If you're playing better than the other person, you're playing in my systems. In my systems. Because that's what it's about, man. Football's about who's playing the best. You got a squad of players. You play the best players. Now, of course, when you start playing 3 games a week, you do have to twist and turn, yeah? But we're not playing 3 games a week. First game of the season is coming up in 2 weeks' time. I'm ready. At this moment in time, I'm playing Oscar Bobb. And listen, if he plays against Chelsea and he's crap, no problems. Put him out of the team. You put Bernardo, you put Savio, whoever. Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of his career if he plays. I feel like some people are too scared. They're too scared to play young players. And then what happens is the young players never play. They inevitably get sold or loaned out. And it's like, oh, why do we know? Why? Why does Pep never play young players? Why do people just sit here on social media, on Twitter, saying, oh, no, you can't play this player's too young, he's too inexperienced. We need to wait. We need to give him more time. Or more time. Okay, so do you want to loan him? No, he can't be loaned. He can't be loaned because if he gets loaned, that means he's never going to make it at City. All right, because you got to sell him? No, you can't sell him. You can't sell. Okay, so you don't want to loan him. Yeah, you don't want to sell him, but you also don't want to play him. I don't know about you guys, yeah? Something's not computing in my mind. You have to play the player. You have to be brave. You have to trust him. And to a certain degree, we kind of fell into this trap with Cole Palmer. We never played him in the right position. Never played him in the right position. If you look at last season, yeah, how many minutes did he play on the right? 11 minutes he played on the right wing. The rest were on the left wing. I'm telling you now, Cole Palmer's not a left winger. He never will be. He never has been. Yeah, you got to play him in the position. And in the end, he left. Maybe if we would have given more minutes in the correct position, he wouldn't have left. Maybe Oscar Bobb, you've got to play him. Otherwise, this is serious talent we've got here. Serious talent on our hands. And I don't even think you've seen anywhere near the best of this guy. Anywhere near the best. Obviously, he's not because he's only young, right? But even based off of what I've seen in the academy, I don't think he's translated that to the first team anywhere near. And that's not me slagging Oscar Bobb off. That's actually a massive compliment. I'm saying that I think he's got levels to go. Levels. But you have to play the player. Now, again, listen. Don't be screaming at me, yeah? If you're out here saying, there's no way you can play ahead of Bernardo Silva, LB. Are you off your head? Maybe it's hot here, yeah? Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I'm dehydrated. I've been on a run this morning, had no water. Yeah, need to write that down, need to have some water. But if Bernardo Silva doesn't play as good as he was in years gone by, and Bobb's there and he's cooking every game, play him. Play him. Don't care about the name. So, yeah, listen, I'm buzzing, mate. I'm actually buzzing. You know what, man? I don't know about you guys here, but I'm so excited for the season. So excited for the season to start, man. Honestly, the Euros watching England was boring, horrific football. Preseason's got me a little bit giddy, but I'm ready for that preseason game, that first Premier League game. I'm probably more excited for the Chelsea game than the United game because, I don't know, someone in the chat yesterday said we've lost 3 out of 3 Community Shields on the bounce or something. So I'm predicting an L there. You know what I mean? I don't think Pep cares at all about that plate. So, yeah, but this Premier League, I don't know about you. You have to let me know in the comment section. How buzzing are you for this Premier League to start? I'm ready for it, me. I'm ready for it. The only concern I have, I don't want to be negative here, is we had the most players at the Euros and Copa America combined out of any team in Europe. Any team in Europe, we had the most players at the Copa America Euros combined. Does that mean we're going to get off to a slower start? I mean, Rodri's not even in training. Doku's not back. Kev's not back. Foden's not back. Stones ain't back. Ake's. All these players are not back. None of them are back. The season kicks off in 2 weeks, lads. So I am a little bit like, are we going to get off to a slow start? Can we afford to get off to a slow start? You know, if Arsenal are going to do another 80, 87, 88, 89, 90 points, do we have it in the locker? I don't know, guys. We'll wait and see in it. But anyway, back tomorrow night with another watch-along. Make sure you join me. Barcelona. City Barcelona. Looking forward to it. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Honestly, yeah, I want genuine comments here in the comment section here. What role do you see Oscar Bobb playing for Manchester City this season? Is it going to be a starter? Is he going to be starting every game? Is he going to be coming off the bench? Is he going to, I don't know. Just let me know, like, what do you envision? Come the end of the season, and we're doing season review on the players. What do you expect to be saying about Oscar Bobb? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like on the video, guys. Come on, man. Let's see if we can get 300 likes on this video. Smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. Comments in the comment section below. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.